Yo, what's up? Yeah, man, it's your boy. I just got done watching that Netflix special, comedy special, Dave Chappelle's The Closer, his fifth and final comedy special for Netflix. He opens up the show saying, hey, I gotta tell you something very important. Don't be alarmed, don't be afraid. This is my last special for a while. And the whole purpose of this special was to address the other specials, all the havoc he's caused in certain communities. And we'll get to that in a minute. I remember seeing his trailer for this special. Man, Dave Chappelle's a genius, man. Or his marketing team are geniuses. He's in this old pickup truck and he's driving down this dirt road. I'm assuming it's his hometown. You got cornfields and grass on a dirt road he's driving. And you hear a narration in the background of Morgan Freeman. Dave Chappelle is this, he's that. I mean, he's like, and Dave Chappelle is driving, has a serious face, and Morgan Freeman's going in. Oh, Dave Chappelle caused problems and people hate him, but he is a strong man. Then he leans over and looks and goes, will you shut the fuck up? And Morgan Freeman is sitting right next to him in the truck, going down the dirt road in the country. It was hilarious. And Morgan Freeman just got quiet. He's sitting there like this. I'm sorry, Dave. Dave was just driving. Oh, fuck it. That trailer had me dying. I was dying to watch this special. One thing about Dave Chappelle, his comedy to me now like a fine wine. You truly appreciate the taste. And you're looking around to see where you're at as you're drinking this fine wine. Are you with friends and family? Are you taking into this experience together of the GOAT of comedy? I'll be the first to tell you, I didn't laugh hard at all. I chuckled throughout the show. It wasn't as funny as I expected it to be, but I didn't care. Dave Chappelle's knowledge as a comedian, as a human being, is so incredibly technical and enthralling. I just love hearing him speak about life living in this world as a black man. Because every question and every thought I have in my head about being black in this America, he knows the answer. And he is the voice for me when I'm watching him perform. And man, I love what Dave Chappelle stands for now more than ever than I ever did in the past when he was just being funny and stupid. I mean, he addresses some issues like these communities. The LGBTQ community. You know, he's made some jokes in the past. There are some harsh jokes, and this is one of the people, or some of the people, one of the main communities that loves to cancel people. A couple of years ago, Kevin Hart was going to host the Oscars. He dreamed his whole life to hosting the Oscars. And right when he gets that opportunity, they take it from him. Dig up some old ass jokes about his son being gay. And his son is not gay. He was playing with, girl toys. And that community jumped in, tore Kevin's Hart ass up so bad. He said, fuck it. I'm not doing the Oscars. And that's the problem I have with the communities right now. Look, I've been black all my life. My people have been persecuted. We've been slaves, bought and sold, treated like shit. You don't see me trying to cancel nobody. And that's the problem we have now. These people feel entitled. All communities, whether you're white, Indian, Asian, black, whatever. Even if you're in a certain community because of your likeness for a certain type of fruit, meaning human being, whether you're straight, gay, in between, bisexual, doesn't matter. We're in a world now that everybody feels that they have rights, and social media gives you the platform to think everything you say is right. And it's not. It's an opinion. And if you can't laugh at yourself, then kill yourself. Because that's what comedy is. It's politics. It's the real world broken down succinctly to make you laugh, to make you feel better about the world that we live in. And that's what Dave Chappelle was preaching and teaching his whole show. It was very personal. He got down and dirty about his own life. The man had COVID. I remember reading the news about, oh, Dave Chappelle got that COVID shit. It's funny. He went to the doctor. The doctor told him, you have COVID. He was like, what? I don't feel sick. I don't look sick. Well, you have to quarantine, Mr. Chappelle, at least for 10 days. He said he never left his room. He was watching the news and how sad he was watching black people beat up on Asians because of the whole thing with the COVID. And come to find out, it's the first 5 days you got to be really serious about what happens, because you got to find out how sick you're going to be within those first 5 days. And he never got sick. He's like, yo, I'm like the Magic Johnson of COVID. I never got sick. I beat that shit. I was dying. He talked about his wife, his kids, obviously, not in detail like he has in the past, but he really went in on the community, because he had a friend named Daphne that he met through comedy who was a transgender. And also black. Trying to break into comedy, he's like, look, I'll do you a solid. You can open up for me on one of my big shows to get your name out there. And the community found out who this person was, because they told jokes about being transgender and stuff like that, and made some jokes that felt like they was tasteless to her community. And they tore her ass up on Twitter, or his ass up on Twitter, whatever you want to refer to him or she is, to the point, after 6 days of ridicule on Twitter, Daphne went to the top of her apartment building and jumped off and killed himself. Left behind a daughter. Dave Chappelle got in contact with the family and started the trust fund. He said, look, when this girl turns 21, I will give her the money personally. You know, people go too far. As a community, as humans, we don't know how to laugh anymore. And this cancel culture or attacking people on social media leads to death. And it's not cool. I mean, this special got real serious. He kept it light and loose for a while, but it was serious. And he said, over the course of the last couple of years, every time I go somewhere, I'm attacked. I can't go to the store. I got an old white lady following me around, mean mugging me. I mean, he's going to stores that old ladies don't go to. He's going to GameStop, you know, Foot Locker. The old ladies follow him. That mean ass face. Follow him into his car. He's like, what do you want? You're Dave Chappelle. I know your comedy. Well, bitch, how do you know my comedy? You seen my videos? You've been to my concerts? I doubt that. And watch what you're talking about. I parked way out here in the back of the parking lot. I kill your ass and throw you in the trunk, motherfucker. Keep fucking with me. Dave Chappelle ain't playing, man. He's like, man, people will be tripping off of him because of jokes, things he said. Went to a bar. A couple of big ass brothers that was gay jumped up and wanted to whoop his ass. He told a story how he had to beat up a woman. You know, Dave Chappelle said, I don't put my hands on women, but this one time I had to. I went to a club. There was one lady looking kind of cool, you know. I was like talking to her, but not like that. I was just, hey, I'm Dave Chappelle, you know me, recognize me. And some dude jumped in, hey, motherfucker, stop talking to my girl. He's like, look, homie, calm down, give me 3 feet. I was complimenting your girl. I ain't trying to get at her. I'm happily married. That's right, motherfucker. You better leave my girl alone. He's like, look, dude, calm down. Get the bass out your voice. I'm not a dude. I'm a woman. Obviously, this motherfucker was butch and was a dyke. And she wouldn't let up, trying to prove a point. She got in a softball stance, moving her head, bobbing, and we were trying to fight Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle said, look, I'm not trying to fight your ass. Homegirl took a swing at Dave Chappelle. He That hook missed, and he said, look, I had to go in. I had to go to the body. I was jabbing. Whoa, you should have seen me jabbing. I tenderized those titties. He said, man, I don't want to do it, but I had no choice. People out there are crazy. And when you're a public celebrity, especially a comedian, you gotta watch your back at all times. People think they can swing on you, take shots, throw things at you. He's like, man, I'm out at dinner with the homies, minding my own business. We're all wearing masks. And some bitch comes to my table not wearing a mask, saying all the H words. Hey, hi, how you doing? Oh, how? He's like, bitch, we're trying to cover our drinks. Calm your ass down. And he looks at this corner of his eyes, and you got people with a cell phone camera trying to make me act a fool so they can catch it and sell that shit to TMZ or something. That's my lifestyle. People trying to set me up all the time. And he said, man, I'm cool. Like I said, this is my last special for a while. I'm addressing all the shit I said. I'm not apologizing for it. You don't get it. It's more about race than it is about communities. Because whether you're straight, gay, bisexual, whatever, it's cool to be that. But when it comes down to racism, you resort back to being white. What? Aren't you gay and white, or are you just white now? It's a difference. And if a gay person who's white get into it with a black person at the club, guess what that white person's going to do? Call the cops. Had it be a black person who was gay and got to another black person, what are they going to do? Ain't going to call the cops, because they're going to treat that person, whether you're gay or straight, like a black person. And that's the difference. That's where the special treatment comes in. And it was very deep, very compelling. Dave Chappelle is a genius. Check it out. The Closer on Netflix. And the intro was dope. When I grew up as a child, I remember going through my parents' records and finding old comedy, Bill Cosby. Not so much Richard Pryor. They didn't do that, but I had to go to my uncle's house to get to Richard Pryor. But back then, everything was on vinyl. And the opening of this show, it was a young man going through all this vinyl of Dave Chappelle. It was really cool, very retro. He found one called The Closer, pulled the record out, put it on a tape, on a record player, turned the knob, and his music started playing. The music was cool, old hip hop. The record is spinning. Then it showed him on stage in black and white and red. My three favorite colors together, black, white, and red, like my logo and like my YouTube and my website. Those are my three favorite colors to put together. He's standing there on stage with his hands up in the air, and it's frozen in time. Then it goes from black and white and red to color. Then he goes into motion and he's talking. Man, it's a beautiful setup. The Closer, not as funny as you might think it might be for his last comedy stand-up for a while, but enlightening, educational, and enthralling is what it is. Like I said, I pay to hear him talk and not to make me laugh. Dave Chappelle is that special. And he's a rare commodity, man. If you got Netflix, check it out. If you're offended by the show, you might have some issues, man, because he addresses everything. He talks about Jews, blacks. He talks about everybody. And a lot of it is true. And that's the hard thing to realize, but yeah, definitely. The Closer. What a way to go out. It's like a great rapper or singer, Some of your best work is already done, but it's cool to say, this is my last one. It might not be your best joint, but it's still a bookend to your whole legacy of comedy. And 5 specials on Netflix. Netflix, man, you are killing it with comedy. Love it. The Closer. Check it out. Peace. And remember, like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and more importantly, leave your comments down low. If I offend you, then you don't understand me. But if I can inspire you, you will learn to love me. I'm out. Until the next time.